I'm your host, Momin Barry, on Media Watch and Hunger and Poverty. Thanks for tuning in. As you know, we've been covering many issues on hunger and poverty on this program, and we hope to cover many more issues in the years and days and weeks to come. Please tune in, and we thank you for joining us.
Help the people of East Africa. Give to the World Food Program.
Access television, no commercials, sit and listen. People just like you and me, voices of community, freedom to communicate only on cable. This is great, our nation's First Amendment TV. Cats, kids, history, environmental manatees, beaches, parks, and scenery. Turn us on, you might see me. Controversy, politics, spiritual and skating tricks. Our nation's First Amendment TV.
From Washington, D.C., this is the 23rd Annual World Food Day teleconference. Our theme this year is Power of the People, Bottom-up Solutions to Hunger. Today we examine the expanding role of grassroots leaders, movements, and civil society in ending world hunger and poverty. Hosting our discussion is Ray Suarez, senior correspondent of the Jim Lehrer NewsHour.
World Food Day teleconference. Since the dawn of history, there have been concerned and courageous citizens struggling to liberate their communities from want and suppression. The hallmark of many successful reform movements is the sacrifice and resolve of visionary leaders. Often change comes slowly. Slavery, colonialism, exclusion, gender bias, poverty, and hunger are still with us today. Suffrage leader Susan B. Anthony, civil rights leader Martin Luther King, and environmentalist Rachel Carson never lived to see their dreams fully realized. What accounts for the growing number of effective grassroots activists and citizen alliances in recent years? To find some answers, we've invited three distinguished guests to share their perspectives with us. Today, we examine the increasing impact of civil society's efforts to make a difference. Who are today's visionaries? Why are they having increased success? What changes are they making? Before I introduce our panel, let me explain the format of this 3-hour program. The first hour is dedicated to our discussion with our guests here at the studios in Washington, D.C., and with World Food Prize laureate Edson Lobato, live from prize ceremonies in Iowa. The second hour offers viewers at participating sites an opportunity to discuss these issues and decide on a question to raise with the panel in the final hour of the program. At the same time, for those of you not located at sites, there will be a documentary film about what's happening in the war on hunger on campuses across America. And in the third hour, we'll return to our studios here in Washington to rejoin the panel for a question and answer period. Your participation is vital to the success of this teleconference. Sites around the world will receive only our first hour discussion. First, a brief message from Dr. Jacques Diouf, Director General of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN, FAO.
Today, World Food Day marks the 61st anniversary of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. For the last 26 years, World Food Day has focused concern and action on hunger and poverty at all levels and in all communities and countries around the world. I take this opportunity to thank all those who have been collaborating with FAO by celebrating World Food Day. Despite all our efforts, however, more than 850 million people remain hungry and poor today, and we need to do much more. It is my hope that on this World Food Day, we all renew our commitment to fight hunger and to achieving the World Food Summit and UN Millennium Development Goals of halving hunger and poverty in the world by the year 2015.
And now to the topic at hand, the development of citizen action on hunger and food security. To discuss this and allied issues, we have three very knowledgeable guests. Let me introduce them. Dr. Olasendi Makanjola Aribede, a medical doctor. He's been a full-time development activist for 25 years. Eva Clayton, former congresswoman from North Carolina, has just retired as Associate Director General of FAO, responsible for the International Alliance Against Hunger. Our third panelist, Dr. Deepak